What's going on, lunatics? Welcome back to the channel. Now we've got some updates for Lunar Classic as well as an update 8 from that quant team. It's all starting to come together, but is this a good thing or not? Well, let's break it down in this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market. Smash a like if you're bullish on LUNC. And with that being said, let's take a look at exactly what is going on. Now, if you remember my video from a few days ago, we talked about a couple of very interesting proposals, and it never fails to disappoint. We've had some crazy people wanting a decentralized debit card. Yeah, we'll fund you for that. Don't you worry about it. Another new validator, secure a Lunar validator loan. No, thank you very much. Now, when we get to the actual interesting ones, we have the dynamic minimum commission and the USTC stable algo quant team month 2 of 2. Now, I didn't expect this one to pass, but it turns out that it is. It turns out that we have seen this pass for a second month of the algo quant team, 20k into this team to build on this USTC repeg. This shows where decentralization is lacking, in my opinion, when it comes to Terra Lunar Classic, because certainly the people I speak to and the messages I've had, there wasn't a desire particularly to continue with this, given the first month hasn't given us much. And I think the reality there is we don't really have anything to go by. We haven't actually tested anything. We're pretty much exactly where we were a month ago when it comes to the USTC stable algo quant team. Now, people might tell me that I'm talking nonsense. You might be true, but that's kind of where we sit at the minute. So this one has passed. We'll see what this builds out. They did actually release their update 8, which just said redelegate. So there you go, 20k, absolutely worth it. We'll see if this builds out a little bit more. But for me, they have to show some working. They have to show some test environments in which we can see USTC repeg. Because if we can't, then we're just going to waste 40k for no reason. And right now, Lunar Classic needs a move. It needs a pump. It needs some people buying back into this project. And the reason, in my opinion, would be a USTC repeg, but as it stands at the minute, we are still waiting for that to come. Now, there is obviously another one, the dynamic minimum commission based voting power, but before we do that, let's take a quick word from today's sponsor. Welcome back, everybody. CryptoDrop.net once again. We're going to click on the To The Moon 5 cases on this one. Multiple cases, remember, can be opened with all of your favorite cryptocurrencies. Obviously, the prizes are totally related to the cost of the case. And there you go. We pick 5 cryptocurrencies up with a decent return. You can see the cumulative number there, $12.80. So a decent return from that initial case, opening 5 at once. Now, there is a couple of cases we do like to open on the channel, the Bitcoin pizza case. Let's do 2 of these as well. Remember, Bitcoin, Polygon Matic, Litecoin, Tether, all of your favorite coins on there. You see 288 on the left hand side, 1370 on the right, both on Matic. So look, that's a good number to get. We can hold them, we can sell it all, or we can try again. Now, you know me, I like to go to other cases. I especially joined the Binance case. We'll open 2 of these, $20 on this one. Look at that, 1,970 is the potential. Shiba Inu, we could bag a little bit as well. What do we pick up? Oh, it's a Lunar Classic and a BNB. So look, not the worst coins in the world to get. You know, definitely some potential to move up. Let's open a couple more of these. In fact, let's go to another case. Let's do the Solana and Litecoin case. $19. We're just going to open one of these ones on. Let's see how we can do that. $3,800 potentially on that Litecoin case. What do we pick up? 0.2 on Litecoin, $19.13. Now, remember, like I said, you can sell, take your winnings, or you can try any cases. Let's do 2 more, $38 in the hole. Let's see how we get on with this one. Do we pick ourselves from Litecoin, or do we pick up some Solana? Looks like we're going to get one of each. 0.2 Litecoin once again, 1.5 Solana. So look, good to see that we get both of them. Like I said, you can sell, or if you want to, you can remove your winnings. So you can take your winning cryptocurrency, you can withdraw it on a number of different networks that CryptoDrop.net offer, and equally send it to your non-custodial wallet. As ever, thank you to CryptoDrop.net for sponsoring this video. And now let's get back to the regular content. Okay, so like we said, let's get into this one. I talked about this one the other day. This is Happy Catty, and he's been doing a ton of stuff for the chain, burning on USTC, burning on LUNC, and this is about taking decentralization back and giving it to the community rather than allowing centralization with those validators. What does it mean? Well, when you have a significant voting power, you can sway decisions on the sway proposals based upon that voting power, particularly things like all nodes, which has a significant advantage over the rest of it. This fundamentally changes the amount of validating power based upon a commission rate, and again would make the chain more decentralized. So I think it's a great idea. This one could pass. I think there's an absolute desire that it doesn't, and I would argue this will be a very telling point when it does come to decentralization, depending on how those validators do vote. Remember, the reason validators have commission and they have voting power is because you delegate your Luna Classic them. So be mindful of who you delegate with, understand why you're delegating with them. Sometimes it isn't all about rewards. You need to understand that. Sometimes it's about how do you build and save and make the chain successful, as opposed to take the short-term gains, which ultimately aren't even that big a difference between the other two. So very important to see that. In terms of burns, what have we got? Well, we're starting to see a few more burns come through. 5.7 million there from Terra Casino, 5.9 million from Entropy, and the list does go on. We do know that people are still burning, so good news overall, and there's definitely some projects that are still committed to this chain. And again, you can see there 14.9 billion Luna Classic stakes. We're now 15.1%, which is another good step in the right direction. However, our supply only burning about 54 million on today. We do expect that Binance burn coming in the next 48 hours, so we'll keep updated on that. Again, USTC burned 38,000, so we continue to burn, people continue to stake. Right now though, we do need some proof, some workings, and equally some price movement from the USTC team, from the L1 team, from the people we spent money on. Again, you can see it here. Look, 2 months ago, we spent 484 million LUNC, 1.26 billion LUNC on the joint L1 team as like the USTC stable algo quant team. We do need to see this start to make a difference, because right now, well, we're not sitting that pretty. 3.7% down now. The whole market has pushed down, but arguably we are significantly down on the Luna Classic. And if we're totally honest, it definitely doesn't feel like we have any upward momentum right now. The more you come out, the more we kind of get this view of just a consistent downward trend. But all hope is not lost. 60 million in volume. We still have an opportunity, but we have to see something that's going to make people invest. Why invest in Luna Classic versus any of the other chains? And this is where the USTC team have an absolute obligation to deliver on this. As ever though, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you still think there is hope when it comes to Luna Classic? I'm very interested to know. If you do, smash the like button. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. It does absolutely tell me you want me to continue to bring you Luna Classic content, as everyone else seems to be walking away from the chain. But as ever, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.